Carlos Corberán is here, and congratulations, Carlos. A fabulous night and a performance that we really enjoyed. What about the head coach?
I think exactly the same. When you see that the team try to make a performance like they did today, I think always the result is very positive, because you can feel like the winning is the present for a high effort of the team, trying to give everything on the pitch. And I think it's fantastic when you are the player watching that they play as a real family. They try to win each ball. They suffer until the end together. So I think always when you are winning one game because was like the consequence of the positive performance of the team, is a very positive news for us.
You described the spirit of the team and the emotion of the team, which we enjoyed watching as well, Carlos. Tell us about the structure of your plan tonight against Nottingham Forest.
The idea was to try to have the ball, because we knew about the quality of the players. They have many options in front of the attack. They played today with the new two central backs that they didn't play before, because they make different signings during this period of time. The right back is two, and one midfielder new two. So they changed a little bit the shape today. We were waiting more to play like a 4-2-1-3, and they play at the end 4-3-3. We try to adapt to this shape very fast, and we try to create some extra player in the first line, trying to dominate the game from the back. I think it was the idea that we have. In some moment it was difficult to mark them, because they were playing, for example, with one winger that defends as a winger but play as a playmaker, and he created an extra player in the middle. So we need to coordinate better these things. This is what I think with the pass of the first minute we start to coordinate better. And for me, one very positive step of the team today was that we had more the ball, then we could attack more and we could create more chances. That this is the target that we have.
It seemed from the side that you were trying to coach the boys on their game management as well, the end of the match and holding on or preserving that 1-0 lead. Tell us about that important phase of the match.
I think always it's important to manage the different moments of the game. Sometimes when you start the game is drawing, and you need to know how to play when the game is drawing. You need to know how to play when the game is winning, when you are winning. You need to know when they're playing when you are losing in the game, because never you can have the same behaviors. When you arrive to the last minutes and you are losing, you are going to be more brave than ever and try to go for the game. When you are winning the game, I think you need to be trying to be very focused on what you do in defense, and after use some counter-attack options that we are going to have. So the idea, of course, always is be adapted to the different scenarios, but it's something that is easy to say, but it's not easy to do when you are inside to the pitch and you have the emotion of the game, when you are watching that you have the result and you want to win the game.
The goal was a very spectacular moment. Brave passing, some brave running by Mbenza and Toffolo together down the left-hand side, and Fraser Campbell's finish. Is that a kind of characteristic, a goal which is typical of the way you want to play?
I think we want to dominate the games having the ball. This is something. It's like, of course, we would like to have every time that we have the ball, every chance that we have, to create one chance to score the goal. And we would like to score the goal every chance that we have. This is our dream as a coaches. But after it's not going to happen. So every time you have the ball, the opponent doesn't have the ball, and you are not defending, and you have more control of the game. After we find the spaces, we find advantages, and we can find the last pass breaking the last line, we are going to have more options to score the goal or to create a key chance. And I think the team today scored the goal in the chance that you took. But we have more options to score in the first half, and especially at the end of the game, making some counter-attacks. That I think I was watching the team defending well and having the options to arrive to the offensive box and to have a brilliant opportunities to make more higher difference in the result.
We can see the quick transitions that you're trying to bring to the team as well, from defence to attack in simple form. That's just one example. You need to be fit as a team to do that. Can you see a difference in the physical stature of the team from when you first arrived?
I think, of course, if you want to play with high intensity, you need to train with high intensity, and everyone have to adapt to this type of intensity. But I don't think it's something especially in us. I think it's the intensity that the game demands. So always these games are going to demand high intensity to defense, and after the game we want to control with the ball, and to create chances we need to make some movements and provoke the next pass every time. So every game, every action is going to demand the movement. So I think it's important to be prepared for this type of intensity, because if not, you are going to arrive to the last minutes of the game without the option to defend one result or without the options to try to attack to change one result that would be negative. And at the same time, I think as one respect that we have a lot for the fans, like I think we want that our fans recognize the team, recognize the style, recognize that we want to be brave, that we want to control the game. Sometimes we are going to do better, sometimes we are going to do worse. It's part of this. But I like when the team try to play a good football, try to control the game, and try to press to continue having the ball.
Let me ask you about the moment in the first half, Carlos, when you brought Jonathan Hogg off and you brought Karel Eiting on. What was the reasoning behind that? Was Hogg injured, or were you scared that he was going to be booked for a second time?
No, he received a kick in the heat and he started to feel problems to continue with the normal running. Hogg is a player that defends with a lot of intensity. He started to feel that he couldn't defend in his normal way. So that's why the reason that he asked for the change. And Benza was exactly the same. I think the case with Benza, he asked for the change too, but was more as a precaution because he started to feel fatigue the muscle. And it's important now in this moment that we don't lose more players because we have a lot of numbers to cover, but it's important at the same time to have all the academy players ready to help the team in any moment, like for example Romani do today, or any player should help the team in any moment that we need.
Finally, Carlos, on a personal level, how does it feel for you? You're just experiencing your first really happy Huddersfield Town dressing room since you first arrived.
Yes, I think very happy, especially because I like when the players have the presence of the effort. It's like when I see this is for me the consequence of all the hard working that we can do. It's like try to enjoy this morning, enjoy the winning, and it's a moment for them because they were who deserve to enjoy this moment. We are going to continue working in the same way, but I think always is important to have a positive consequence of the effort because it allows you to continue making this and trusting more in these ideas.
Please continue. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you very much.